Welcome to the Cougar Den Talk Show. I'll be your host, Charlie Martino, and here's my guest,
Billy D'Ambra.
Billy. It's great to have you on the show.
It's great to see you, Charlie.
So, Billy, before the show started, we were talking a little bit about some of your culinary interests. And one question that I would like to ask is, what is the strangest dish you have ever prepared?
Well, a family recipe of mine that's been passed down through the generations is the McChicken.
Billy, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
It's a nice, salty chicken patty squished in between two sweet and savory sesame seed buns.
Sounds delightful, Billy.
It is.
Now, another question following culinary interest. Could you tell me about your biggest cooking disaster in the kitchen?
Back in my prime days when I was a top chef, my sous chef Jeffrey caught fire in a grease fire.
That sounds horrific.
It was. He was taken by ambulance to the hospital, and then during his CAT scan, they found out he had stage 4 colitis.
Was this related to the incident?
It was not.
Well, that's good for Jeffrey. Now, let's roll the clip.
Talon, take a whiff of that.
Take a look at what? It's good. Billy's cooking show. Yeah. Here we got my peppermint crunch. We're gonna cook up the saucy meal. Come on in.
All right, kids, if you're done your job, start cleaning.
See here.
From here on in, what we're going to do on this show is every question is going to involve a different level of hot sauce. And let's get that started with the regular Tabasco. Billy, why don't you get your dip, and I'll give you some dip.
Give me some sauce. Sauce me up. You got to go. Big or go home, Charlie. Come on. There we go.
All right, let's... So,
Cheers,
Billy.
lad.
Cheers. You mentioned you had a dog. Could you tell me about your dog?
My dog's name is Mojito. He's a pretty cool dog. You know, he's got like feet and stuff. He's got 4 legs, you know, the average hair and stuff.
You have a lucky dog to have 3 legs.
He is.
It's exciting. Do you have a good relationship with this dog?
I do. He's quite a sweetheart.
Good. Now, Billy, for my next question and my next sauce, why don't we get you all set up?
Sauce me.
Why don't you pour it yourself so I can grab a chip?
Mother pearl.
So, Billy, before we started, you had some interesting inclinations about bears.
I do.
Specifically, you don't believe they hibernate, and why is that?
Well, you see, there's no way a bear can sleep for a whole season. That's just not probable. You know, it's got to drink water and stuff, eat.
You don't think it could store that, as scientists believe?
Not a chance.
That's interesting, Billy. Now, this next hot sauce is a bit of a doozy. And so is the question. So why don't we get all set up?
Oh, my.
Billy, I know you're an athletic fellow yourself,
Of course.
so you must follow the sports, including football. So what is your favorite NFL team?
You see, my favorite NFL team is the Hartford Yard Goats.
Billy, it was my understanding that the Hartford Yard Goats was a AA baseball team. Is that not true?
It is not. They have a great starting line this season, and they're really playing strong. They're hitting it home.
Billy, my producer has just confirmed that the Yard Goats are a AA baseball team.
Your producer needs a fact checked.
So, Billy, we're on to the hottest of all sauce, 2 million Scoville, and a pretty spicy question. So, Billy, tell me, what is a possible career choice when you are out of high school onto bigger and better things?
Well, you see, I wanted to be a food court janitor because people drop a lot of food in the food court. And you never know what kind of treasures you might find, you know, maybe Maybe a bit of a burger, some French fries.
But that's incredibly intuitive of you.
Yeah.
Now that our mouths are perfectly on fire, I'd like to wrap up the show and say thank you for watching. Billy, thank you for joining us.
It's been a good one, HK.
That's all for it. I've been your host, Charlie Martino. Thank you. Good night.